Welcome to the Wild Magic Podcast, Season 1, The Rise of the Shine Brigade. This episode contains explicit language not suited for sprouts, tots, or toadstools. Trigger warnings and music credits can be found in the description below.
So Shine Brigade, last time we met, you piloted the Shine Mark II, this gigantic mech that was specialized towards idiosyncrasies and abilities and powers, and you fought against the Butterflya, broke up my tempo! Man, how am I going to describe things now? You fought against the Butterflya, a strange bug creature that seems to come from a small box that Anissa's daughter had brought to the community center. There was a lot of making up, a lot of talking, a lot of time in which you, Anisse, had to spend with your daughter and reflect on the things that have happened in your life and the things that perhaps could still happen in your life. At the end of last week's episode, Smith Bellflower told you about a grand gala that was to be held in your honor. Where we start today, it will be the afternoon before the grand gala. This gala is taking place in the night. And so you, the Shine Brigade, sit around your individual rooms at the Shine compound and get prepared for the night that comes. I leave this to you, Shine Brigade. What would you like to do?
How many random NPCs from my backstory can I just start making up? Oh, this is my cousin, Jimmy John.
How much do you value your life?
I feel like if they're pre-planned, then you could get away with it.
So if they have not yet had a speaking role, you may not invite them.
Okay, just checking.
It's a weird
Just
role
checking
for
in case I wanted to go look around for him.
It's a weird rule for a charity event. I gotta say.
Okay, so no, I amend that. They can be there, but they won't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but what about my sister-in-law, Benice?
It's okay. I have 3 cousins who don't speak at all.
Okay, you know what? They don't even go here.
Your 17 cousins sure are quiet. I can't get a single word out of them. They just staying there as if not completely there. It's wild. I love your 17 cousins. I'm so happy you invited them.
Watching, waiting for anything
They're
to
just
happen.
watching and waiting. It's crazy.
It's a religious thing.
Big thing on Daffodil, yeah.
So there's, for the people that want to, there's designers that are around to help you get into specialized dresses to really make you look good, put on makeup if you want, to brief you about the public appearance, or if you want to be more cavalier about it, you can just hang out, be ready for it. Both are fine.
I feel like Griff is gonna start going through a full invite list of everybody who's invited and just start trying to memorize as many things about all of those people that he can so that he can seem prepared. It's the big guy. It's oh yeah, that's the president of random country, and oh yeah, he wants to be prepared and know all the names and faces of the big people.
Yeah, certainly you've done this sort of ball and dance before. Your father has prepared you for the many responsibilities of being the head of Cordatech, and that means knowing people and being ready to meet people.
I think in the middle of that, Michael comes up to you and puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Hey Griff, how you doing?"
Oh, hey Michael. Oh, just studying the list of names coming up.
Oh, why are you doing that?
Well, so I don't have to get caught off guard. I don't know. My dad used to just make me do this all the time as a kid when we'd have functions and things, so habit mostly.
Gotcha. So you probably already have a suit then. You don't need to...
I do. I think I have a couple. Man, this is kind of embarrassing, but I don't know how to tie a tie.
Well, I might need some help from an expert picking out my suit. If you could help me with that, I can help you tie your tie.
Yeah, I'd like that a lot, actually. Well, let me finish up this list. I just have a couple more hours to go before the gala, and then I'll come find you in your room.
Okay, yeah. I'll be doing some preparations of my own.
Okay, sounds good.
Michael's just in his room, like working on a project. He's filthy, absolutely disgusting. Not cleaned up at all. There's just grease all over his shirts and everything. Yeah, he's just trying to keep his mind off of tonight after inviting his entire family. He's a little nervous about how things are gonna go. Not that he wants to show that to anybody.
Why was that so adorable?
It's so cute. Oh my god.
You asked me to tell this house.
Turn this house into a household.
We're getting there. We are.
It's not a home yet, but
Not a home.
It's a house home. It's a house home. We're halfway down. What's everybody else doing?
I feel like Rek mentioned this to Ray. It was like, yeah, you know, they have some. They say they have these designers or something to do clothing designing. I guess they're trying to get me into something. I don't. Have you ever heard of Avalon?
Oh,
what?
no, sorry. Go on.
Yeah. This guy Avalon. He has a little funky little hat on him. Like it was interesting. But he was saying he wanted to do a look for me. And I said, no, I already have clothes, but thank you, Mr. Avalon. It seemed like he thought that maybe I didn't have clothes. So, yeah, I kind of turned him down. He gave me a business card, but I'm thinking, I'll put on my nice, my nicer shirts or something, and maybe some slacks or something. I think that'll do it. What are you planning on wearing? Because I'm probably just going to do the slacks. And
Right. Yeah, I had an outfit planned out.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be selfish about this, but could I have that card?
Oh, yeah,
Could I
sure.
have that card?
Yeah, go for it.
I think, would they mind if I called, perhaps, and got an outfit for me?
I don't think so. He seems to be wanting to give out clothes, so I go for it. Yeah, there you go.
He sort of takes and treasures the card as though you've just handed him like a bar of gold. He like very carefully places it in his wallet. So, what did you say you were wearing?
Just the nice the red and orange one that doesn't have the stains on it. I was thinking that button down it. Maybe I'd button it all the way up so it kind of look nice like, and then maybe the slacks without the holes in them. Yeah. I think that'll be nice.
I think you look great.
You got that face. You told me, I remember a while ago, that you make this face and I need to be more cognizant of it. This is a face. This is not a happy face. You seem. Should I call up his Avalon guy?
To be honest, I think that you should wear whatever makes you happy.
Oh. Huh. Okay, yeah.
And, maybe it bothers me because I care about what I look like, but you should wear what makes you happy, and that makes me happy.
I generally don't have a huge amount of skin in the game. If it matters to you, I kind of don't really care what I'm wearing. Should I call up as Avalon for both of us? We could do like a little couples look.
I would like a couples look. I think that would be cute.
Okay, yeah,
I think
that sounds
look
cute.
great.
Yeah. All right, yeah,
we'll do that. I'll call the Avalon guy.
Okay, yeah. I'll leave that to you because I do get me like a nicer red shirt. Like I don't know what to even say to that. So
we'll do something with red.
Oh yeah.
Something with red. Yeah.
Yeah, the little HVAC. Yeah.
All right.
Forget thing. Okay, well,
great.
Cool.
Right. Yeah. I'll go do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet. Oh yeah. So yeah. We'll see.
What is happening right now? I'm afraid.
Delilah is probably sitting in Rocco's aunt's garage with the rest of the band. I imagine there's a couch in there, and she's probably sitting on it upside down. So like, her back is on the cushion, on the butt cushion, and her head is kind of like hanging off of the couch. Her legs are kind of up where on the back cushion and kind of angling over the back of the couch, and she has her bass in her hand and she's like restringing it, and she's talking about how stupid this gala is gonna be. Just complaining about it to Rocco and Squee and Raven, really just kind of laying into it, trying to come up with excuses to get out of it. I just think like if I say that my dog is in the hospital, like they're not gonna check on that, right? They're just gonna say like, oh wow, Delilah, that sucks, let me go. Right?
So Squee is like sitting on the couch with you. He's sort of wearing his like oval glasses and button-up shirt. I mean, you're in the Shy Brigade, right? I mean, you could probably just do whatever you want, I think.
Yeah. They definitely don't need me, the Shine Brigade Gala. Like, what am I gonna do? Get people to give money? Yeah, we're doing it to make money for the community center that got destroyed, and I think some like community pool got destroyed when we fought Pollinator, and Cordatech Tower got destroyed, but they're saying that we don't have to do anything for that one. I don't know. It's not really my scene, you know? All those people in fancy shirts and fancy ties. I've gotten dragged to a ton of those with my family, and they suck.
Yeah, I mean, you know me and the rest of it, we're quite rebels, right? I mean, we like, you know, do things on the DL. We we get hip and jibbity jop, you know what I mean? And
Squeeze so right.
it was so cash money when you were at that place with all the old people and you were just like screaming your lungs out. Like that was like our scene, right?
Yeah, you're totally right, Squee. What this gala needs is to be more jibbity jopping.
Yeah, you totally get it. I'm glad you get it.
But I can't do that on my own. There's no way that they would take it. I think I need some backup.
Oh?
What if y'all came to the gala with me?
I mean, wow. Yeah, I'm super downtown, dog. What about you, Raven? Raven sort of just, with his hood up, nods.
He's
Rocco
cool and
says,
mysterious like that.
He's very cool. Rocco says, yeah, Delilah, I guess. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Great, yes, okay. So we need to show up, and we need to be wearing something that would get us in the door, but something that nobody is expecting us to wear. Okay, I think I've got some ideas, and I think just like the camera pans up as they like huddle up.
Okay.
Squee has major how do you do, fellow kids energy suddenly. He got replaced with his dad suddenly. Like, who's this 45-year-old man?
This is Michael Brown trying to be cool.
Yeah. Funny, I've never seen Michael Brown and Squee in the same room.
Wow, that's so money, guys. Wow. That's cool. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Anise she's already dressed and makeup like a few hours beforehand. She's gone to professionals or whatever. And she's currently in the PR office, the Shine Brigade, with Jill and all the interns and whatnot. She's walking around barefoot, heels in one hand, right? Just like going over and like talking to one person, checking out what Doug is doing, right? She walks away, her heels left in the middle of Doug's desk and is like talking to someone else. This is how it goes for a little while. And then eventually you see her coming back over to a table against the wall in this room, and she picks up her phone from her bag. She looks, and Claire has sent a picture of her and Henry dressed up arm in arm together, and she just sends a sweet text back. You two look so lovely. I'm excited to see you later tonight. Heart. Yeah.
Lovely.
That's all. And then she runs off and does some other stuff.
Dang, you must have some serious setting spray. You were confident in that setting spray. Like, girl, wow. She has the most impressive ass, like, yes, I am doing my makeup before the event by 3 hours. And yes, my setting spray, it is bomb. It is snatch.
You know what? Yeah, that's probably a fair point.
No, I believe.
You have green shine.
That is so true.
You can control the physicality of your makeup.
You make a very valid point. Yeah, she ain't worried at all. Right?
It's
We have
pristine.
pristine at all times.
Second level spell slot for that.
I mean, you bet. We're crossing that off here.
Takes a
And
lot
it
of
is
work to look this good.
So worth
Yeah.
it. So worth it.
Beverages, not even worried. Not with these lips. Don't even care.
No,
Not even worried.
These
I'll
lips,
drink whatever.
We got it.
It's
We got
fine.
it. We are always prepared for a full day looking our best.
How many cups of coffee has it been
Oh my
had
God.
today?
Surprisingly, only 3 so far.
That's pretty good.
That's moderate.
Yeah,
That's moderate.
It's like 3 in the afternoon. That's pretty good.
We're good.
So, Shine Brigade, you all put your preparations in place. You all talk to your people, and the night of the grand gala comes. The guests start coming in. There's a lot of people here that you don't recognize. Political figureheads. Well, I guess, Griff, you recognize them.
Tell me who I recognize.
Yeah, give me a list. Apart from his 17 and quiet cousins.
I studied.
We got
for
Riff,
this.
we got Biff, we got
We got
Whiff.
Liff, Piff, Niff.
Liff.
Sniff.
He's the muscle of the group.
Yeah, political figureheads, celebrities, people of high status, all of them are sort of pouring in, along with everybody that you care about. They seem a little bit anxious. All the people, all of the big names, all of the sort of, people of importance that have shown up kind of cast a intimidating shadow. But they seem like very grateful to be around you. Ray in particular seems like very excited to be at this event, and like this is his scene. He looks lovely, by the way. He's got those sharp jawbones. He's put like mascara on that glitters. Like there's actually glitter in the mascara, and it really brings out his eyes.
Damn nice.
He has a pair of designer shoes, once again designed around his Sederhose. They don't make a lot of sense, but they do once again look great. They make
Heresy.
somehow they make his thighs look insane. Like he's wearing long pants, but you can like see the shape of the muscle through the pants.
Hell yeah.
What you're wearing is a little bit stuffier than what you'd normally wear. It's designer. It's not really like built for comfort. There's some stiffness when you move around in certain ways, but you also look quite sharp.
Nice.
Yeah.
Satyrs and Shoes is like a fantastic band name, by the way.
Delilah could never be caught dead in shoes. Heresy. I think her parents, Delilah did not extend an invitation to her parents for this. She didn't tell them about it, but they just kind of work in that circle. They definitely paid like full price for tickets to this.
Oh.
They're like arguing with the front guy, like, no, our Delilah is like, we're related. Don't we get like a discount?
Oh no, they wouldn't try. They just go to galas like this. Like they go to the Met Gala every year.
They just show up. Yeah.
That's just who Delilah's parents are.
That makes sense. Okay.
I'm like, oh, you're here. Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't expecting you here. Oh.
And as other people are showing up, I think they come later, so maybe I wait.
Yes, they have not showed up yet.
Oh, I mean Delilah and her crew.
Oh, so
we're rolling in towards the.
You're rolling in towards the
fashionably late.
Okay, I see. Like 30 minutes past when
Yeah.
anybody else shows up. Okay, so the rest of the Shine Brigade, except for Delilah, you sort of are led to the dining area where the entrance is. There's sort of the lobby, this very lavish lobby, and then there's this massive dining area that sits in the back. Most of the time, this is pretty empty. It's sort of reserved for big events like this. You've sat here before, Michael. You've ordered steaks from this place. It's high quality. Each of the tables have been set. There's a full wait staff that is serving to everyone's needs. You've all been put at the same table. Sort of your friends and family have been situated close to you in such a way that you could go talk to them if you wanted. But, sort of you being the celebratory part of the event, you're placed at the center table.
Is Jason here?
Jason is not here.
Oh, no.
No.
You still have yet to hear back from him.
Okay, I'm starting to get worried. I'm just like imagining Griff looking over. He's like, oh, like that's Madame Rose Corp. Like, that's the president of the foreign dignitaries are over there. And then he just looks over and sees an empty nameplate where Jason Ivy should be sitting. And it just sort of hits him how long he's been gone for.
I think Michael's probably sitting next to you, like, listening to you while you point out people and are talking about them. He's not really retaining any information, but he's just, he's happy to hear you talk. I think the outfit that Michael picked out was going to be a tan two-piece suit with a blue button shirt, or a blue button-up shirt, and an orange and yellow tie. And I think Griff, like the stripes, he looked a little bit like a car dealership manager. But I think Griff talked him out of it and talked him into like a darker charcoal two-piece suit with just a regular white shirt and a black tie. But Michael, I think, to make sure that he still shines through, got these little orange and yellow flaming cufflinks that just have flames coming off of them. And that's Michael's fit. I think at the moment he's also just kind of looking around trying to see if he sees Melissa and his two daughters and if Junior's with them.
So, Shine Brigade, as the sort of opening moments start to pass by, the first 30 minutes when people are showing up. Yeah, familiar faces for each of you are there. Rekklan, Ray is there. Bryn is there.
Yeah.
Your mother actually
Yes!
made the trip. She refused to take the teleportation service from Corn
That's
City.
damn right.
So it was a long drive for her to get all the way.
I know I was worried you were gonna make it. You pulled an all night ago. Oh my god.
I'll tell you what, Rekklan, I drove all night. I didn't stop driving. I drank coffee after coffee after coffee. I thought I was falling asleep at one point. I really did. I thought I was going to fall asleep, but I said, I got to get to that Rekklan Boys Gala, and if I don't drive through the night, I'm not getting there.
Oh, Mama, God, I'm so happy you made it, but oh no, don't do that again. That's terrifying, but oh God, I didn't think you were gonna make, oh my gosh, I gotta show you all my friends.
Oh, yeah, I want to meet all your friends. I've seen them on the television.
You've been watching
wonderful.
it on the television?
I've been watching every single episode of the television that you've been on. It doesn't make a lot of sense. The series that you're in goes by really weirdly. I tell you what, I don't fully understand every episode, and the continuity gets a little weird, but oh God, Rekklan, I'm so proud of you. You know what? I don't care if you are on the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth iteration of Rekklan after taking all those teleporters. But what I always said is that Rekklan boy, he's got a good heart, all right? You've been through hardship, right? You've been through hardship. I've seen you go through so much hardship. And you know what? Yeah. I always said it. My Rekklan boy has a good heart.
Man, you raised me sweet. You raised me sweet. Good hearts aren't born. They're made, Mama. You know it. They're made, Mama. They're made. I love you so much.
I love you too, Rekklan. I love you too.
I cannot believe there's somebody more Rekklan than I. This is blowing my mind.
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna unleash her on some random diplomat. Check out my mama. She's watched every episode of our Shine Brigade. She has really cool opinions about,
I'm just gonna lean over to Michael and Denise. Does Rekklan's mom think he's in a TV show? Should we tell her?
I mean, maybe?
I don't know, she's kind of old. I don't think she's a heart attack.
I used to have customers like that all the time. It's better just not to argue.
Oh, okay.
Just let her live in her own little world. It's better this way.
I mean, maybe she thinks everything on the TV is an episode.
I mean, I don't really understand how technology works either, so...
She's probably so much happier.
Michael, after, a couple, maybe 30 minutes, Michael Jr. does show up. Michael Jr. is there. Melissa and the twins do not come.
I was really hoping we could at least, just be cordial about this, but that's unfortunate. I'll go and talk to Junior, though.
Oh, hey, Dad.
Hey, Junior, how you doing? It's good to see you.
Good, yeah. Do I look okay? Don't dress up too often.
I mean, you look great. Who taught you how to tie a tie? I never did that. I mean, you look amazing, Junior.
Thank you. Yeah, you look amazing. You decided not to wear that two-piece, huh?
I decided to just put that one back in the closet. I'll wear it another time. I did still keep it, though. I want to keep my eye out for another occasion to wear that on. But figured I would take the advice I was given today and wear something, a little bit nicer. Hopefully it looks decent.
Yeah, it looks good.
Hey, I really appreciate you coming, Junior.
Of course, this is insane. All this. Definitely not used to this working at the mechanic,
No, I'm not either. This is all. It's all very new to me. Hopefully it's a sign of good things to come, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, why don't you go ahead and get yourself a glass of wine and maybe one of those steaks they're serving.
They have an insane spread over there. I feel like I'm gonna have to take a nap after that.
You know what? You don't even have to pay for any of it either. They just give it to you. It's incredible.
Oh.
I was trying to give them money and they were just like, no, sir, it's on the house. And I was like, oh, wow.
I'm glad you told me that because I've been eyeing that bar over there and I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah, you do that, Junior. All right. It was good talking to you.
I think Griff watches this happen and sees the tie knot at Junior's neck and at Michael's neck and then looks down at his own tie knot. Yeah, some confused feeling. It's a good feeling, but confusing.
Yeah. Griff, there's the empty spot for Jason Ivy, and your dad isn't here. He's still missing. It's kind of a bittersweet feeling. It's exciting to, have this celebration and have all your new Shine Brigade friends be with you, but...
Yeah, I think for the most part, Griff's just been staying at the table, kind of counting the people as they come in to keep his mind occupied.
Anise, Claire, and Henry are here. Joel is here.
Yes!
Miscellaneous members of the community center are here. Chrysanthemum Dewdrop is here.
Okay.
Not sure how he got invited. Might have taken one of the community center invites, weirdly enough.
I mean, is he there with his parents? Like,
Oh no, he's just there. No, he's there. He's like kind of like with Joel. He's kind of like integrated himself into that crowd.
oh wait, that's so sweet.
Oh, does he have his own little mini hats? Is he starting to get into hat collecting?
He's not wearing a hat yet, no. But you see, he's sort of like wearing a backpack, and it's crazy because this happened like literally like a couple days ago. But it's like a backpack of the Shine Mark II.
Oh.
It is like a branded backpack. Yeah.
Who brings a backpack to a gala?
I mean, Chrysanthemum, dude, he had needed his juice boxes. He's got like a special diet. He didn't know what was going to be served. You got to bring dinner, you know?
Oh, with all the allergies, yeah.
You got to be careful out there, you know?
They just don't make them like they used to.
So you guys all sit down.
Yes.
There's the only way to get to the Shine Central Station is by train, right?
Yes.
There's no way to get a car there? Okay.
Yes.
So then at the train station that takes you to the Central Shine compound, a grungy van with like the paint rusting off pulls into the valet section.
Yeah.
And, you know, along with all these limos and fancy cars and
Yeah.
stuff. And a bunch of people get out of the van and like toss the valet the keys and just like, I'm sure Rocco says something along the lines of like, don't let any dent, don't take care of it or something.
Yeah.
We get on the train and I imagine people kind of just like carve out some space for them and they get to this place and riding the elevator up and the elevator doors open and I imagine lots of heads turn because standing in the elevator, they look like they're straight out of the I Write Sins Not Tragedies music video. You know, Rocco is wearing like a coat with like tailcoats behind him and like Victorian pants and it's got like this circus feel to it. Raven is this tall, bulky Shadar Kai. He's wearing a pink suit, except the suit has like a hoodie, like a matching, it's all the same fabric, so it's got like a Little Mac hood over it. I can't imagine for the life of me what the hell Squee is wearing, but it's definitely still in that like vibe.
Squee has like put on battle paint, and that's like, like basically like he thinks that's like super hardcore. He like stands out like it's weird. He stands out among both the Gala crowd and you, which is weird. But he's like messed his hair up a little bit, put on battle paint.
And Delilah is wearing this like plaid, this like brownish, reddish plaid skirt that is like it's got an asymmetrical cut to it, so it's longer on one side than the other. And then she's wearing this same fabric. It's asymmetrical going the other way, so one side of her is just like a really long shirt, and the other part kind of like crops off like a halter top. And her hair she's done it so that it all kind of like goes to one side, which is the other side from the really long clothes. And she's done the cool like makeup thing where like one side is like really heavy eyeshadow and the other side just kind of has like pointed eyeliner coming off of it. It's straight up like a circus act rolls into here. I think Delilah's manifested her spiritual weapon, the like magical blue bass guitar, and she's kind of got it slung over her shoulder, and they just roll into the Gala like this.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All heads turn. So like at this point of the night, there's like a small stage that's been set up, and you know people are talking about like the importance of charity and giving like speeches and stuff, and then like just from the front doors they sort of swing open in that very dramatic fashion. It's sort of like a bright light shines through, kind of like setting the stage for Delilah and the band to step into the room.
Can I cast Fog Cloud at their feet?
Yeah. You see a dense fog cloud start to emanate out.
Yes.
I imagine they come in and just head straight for that central table where everyone else is sitting down, and Delilah will like take her seat, kind of like leaning back in the chair, and the other three don't have a place to sit. So they're just kind of like standing behind her, kind of like bodyguards almost, you know?
Oh, hey, if one of you three wants to share my chair, I can scoot over.
Oh yeah, sweet, I'll do that. Squee kind of nestles up next to you.
Oh, hey, Griff, nice to meet you.
Yeah, Squee, what up?
Not much, man.
Yeah, dope.
So, you come to galas a lot?
No, first time. Delilah invited us.
I really like your face paint.
It's pretty metal, isn't it? It's pretty
Shoot.
sick hardcore.
Is that what sick hardcore is?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, Delilah says that a lot, but I never knew what she meant till now.
Delilah's using sick hardcore?
Well, sometimes.
Sweet.
Hey guys, how's it going?
I think Michael's a little shocked at everybody's outfits. We're doing well. Nice of you to make an appearance, Delilah. We weren't really sure if you were gonna show up.
Yeah, I like it. It's like you were caught in a windstorm. I like it. It's cool. Ray, look at this. It's like they were caught in a windstorm. Man, fashion's pretty cool. That's pretty nifty. I like that. A windstorm.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there, Rekklan. I shouldn't judge too much.
I'm just gonna kind of lean over to Delilah, like, through Squee. And he's like, oh, sorry. I hope the fog cloud was okay. It just felt kind of right.
Yeah, that was great. I was thinking when the doors open, I was like, man, we need like a smoke machine or something. And things are coming in clutch there, Griff.
Oh, yeah, anytime, of course.
With the chaos that was sown with the entrance from the band, the dinner goes on without too much excitement. There's sort of a time for speeches at the end. Once again, some bigwigs and figures kind of stand up there and give these grand speeches about the importance of charity, and they're fine. They're fine speeches. They're rehearsed. They have a joke at the beginning, at the end. Triple P takes the stage.
Oh, yeah. Triple P.
Hi. Yes, thank you. Hello. It kind of like reverberates and echoes a little bit. Yeah, you see that there's like a set of note cards that an assistant brings out. Oh, thank you. When I first met this Shine Brigade, I had a lot of fear in my heart after what happened to the last Shine Brigade, and after losing my dear friends, I didn't want to put anybody through that pain again, and so I put them through a rigorous test that I knew for certain that they would fail, and they did. But they have proven themselves time and time again to be wonderful, capable, and talented individuals, and I just wanted to take a moment to say it has been an honor to teach them and show them how Shine works and become their friends. Thank you. Triple P exits the stage.
Standing ovation.
Yeah.
Jill Sargosa takes the stage at the end. All right, well, that was the last of our speeches. Please feel free to... Rekklan, did you want?
No. I'm sorry. I thought the speeches were done. I'll sit down. I'm sorry. I misread the situation. I'm so sorry. I genuinely misread the situation. No. Sorry.
No worries. So yeah, feel free. There is a stage and a dancing area set up downstairs in the simulation room. There will be continuous hors d'oeuvres and drinks served up here, as much as you want them. Also, make sure to join us for the community fun run tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
Oh, yeah. They made the t-shirts, right? Yeah, they made t-shirts for it, right? I'm assuming. I don't know. You're the big organizer of these. Did you read the t-shirts?
We told Doug to go get it, and he's. I mean, he has been pretty good so far. I would be worried about nothing.
Okay, I'm not usually particular about plans, but like a fun run without a fun run t-shirt, it's like a day without a sunrise.
It's just not fun.
It's just a run.
I mean, it's just a run like any other kind of run, right? I mean, any kind of 5K, right?
Yeah, but then when you have the t-shirt, oh man, maybe they have shorts. That'd be cool. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. I'm sure you have it. I'm sure Doug has it well in hand. We need to stop. He's made some mistakes, but we need to stop grilling him about that whole last commemorative fun run t-shirt incident. I asked him to coordinate, but bygones be bygones. That was a tragedy, but what can you do?
Doug was definitely helping us coordinate our outfits.
I'm glad you guys have so much faith in Doug.
It's kind of become one of our unofficial roadies, I think.
Yeah.
For the band. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's so good.
So Delilah, your mother is here. You don't see your father among the crowd, but you do kind of like glancing around, like make an uncomfortable eye contact with your mother. Do you want to do anything with that, or
look right back to the table?
Okay.
Kind of make some conversation.
Gotcha.
So the people that attacked Cordatech, They were posing as caterers, right?
I think so.
So, like, do they want to, like, check out the caterers for this, or what's the deal with that?
Anise, did you have it? I mean, you were more involved with the planning than any of us were.
You make a good point. I mean, now that we think about it, I mean, I didn't have to do directly with the catering, right? Jill had her people look into that. I am sure that they checked people over. I mean, we've told all of the higher ups here, right, about what happened, right? They all know, they've all seen the video. I have to imagine that it would be fine. You all think it's fine, right?
Yeah. No, I think we should just enjoy this while it's happening. We shouldn't be so stressed out. This is in celebration of the hard things that we've gone through. This should not be another hard thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
Everything is taken care of. Nothing bad is gonna happen. Let's just dance a little bit, have a good time.
Should we really ignore that? I mean, maybe it's a good point. I mean, Jason always used to say, if you're alone in the jungle, there's always a jaguar in the tree. And I think this might have been what he meant, guys.
Okay, but in that example, did Jill Sargosa scout the route out before you and then tell you that there were no jaguars?
Well, what if she didn't have her night vision goggles? Or if they were broken? Or if the jaguar was really well hidden?
Alright, I'm gonna have another drink. If you want to worry about it, you can continue to worry about it. But I'm gonna have a good time. Michael chugs the rest of his glass and goes to get another bottle.
Delilah, on the bottom floor, there is the illusion room has been sort of fitted into a dance hall. The normal sand pits and training dummies have been illusioned to look like wooden floors with a giant stage in the back. A central shine capacitor, as usual, jettisons through the center of the building, and it looks quite nice.
I think we're all sitting at a table and Delilah's like, cool, yeah, never mind then. I guess it's probably just the trauma of being through like 4 or 5 active combat zones day after day. We'll just go downstairs and see whatever passes for music at a gala like this. And the whole squad is just gonna get up and roll out down to the band. I imagine it's like what, classical music?
Yeah, it's like a classical music band. It's like very low key. Sometimes they play like a tango.
Whoa, whoa.
Not my conservative gala.
Yeah.
I thought this was gonna be square dancing.
Where's the waltz at?
It's a violin, that ain't no fiddle. We can change that, though.
Good.
Okay, cool. I've got a plan, gang. We need to go up to my room. I've got some stuff up there. We're gonna get this turned around. And I think they're gonna head off to Delilah's bedroom.
Okay.
I think Griff is gonna, like, as the crowd's moving out, he's gonna, like, start kind of heading out with the crowd. And then just really, like, he's gonna try to be sneaky about this. I don't know how sneaky he actually is, like, duck into a hallway and then just, like, scope out the caterers.
Okay.
So can I roll stealth?
Yeah,
for
you
that?
can roll a stealth check.
I got a 13.
13. Through the hustle and bustle of the waitstaff trying to service such a big event, you manage to go relatively unnoticed. People kind of like see you in their periphery, but they're not like actively paying you any attention. There's a lot of moving bodies here.
I'm watching you, caterers. I've learned my lessons. I'm just gonna stake out the catering table for a bit.
Okay, so you're staying here for like a long time?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hunker down.
Yeah, you know, Griff, it's weird. You're watching the caterers go by, and there's a cadence to this, right? There's a pattern. There's 3 caterers that come in and grab food, and they're replaced by another 3, and sometimes the cooks come out and sort of replenish some of the foods that have been there. But there's this one guy, right? There's this one guy, and it's weird, it's weird. Like, he's supposed to be in the original group of 3 sometimes, but then sometimes he's also part of the cooking staff, which doesn't make any sense. Why is he doing 2 parts at once? Why is he a waiter and also a cook at the same time?
What are you doing in there with the food and then bringing it out to the table and to the people? And he's gonna pull out like a little tablet and start making notes on it about like the timings of the catering staff coming out of the kitchen and trying to figure out their rotation of how long it takes.
Yep. Yep, you're doing that.
You bump into him at one point. He's on the walk. Hey, I'm walking here, he says, using his walk.
But he's not actually walking. He's just cooking on a walk.
Yeah, exactly. With his walk.
And that's very confusing to you.
Something about this doesn't add up. Henry asks you for a dance downstairs.
Oh. I was gonna say, I think like just before that, as we have this conversation, people leave the table. Anise starts by like going around and checking in with her family people, with her community center people, some other just like doing the small talk with some important folks around, whatever, right? But she's like going over and like visiting tables and just making that small talk, but also like putting a critical eye on like everybody's plate of food.
Okay.
Just because she's worried and doesn't know what could be in the food, you know.
Sure. So you're just making a mental note.
Yeah. Anise is going around and just like checking that people are okay, you know, like they're having a good time, trying to make that casual conversation, but like almost like pointedly looking at people's plates of food.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
That's a 16.
Yeah, you don't see anything that's awry or strange. You notice that not a lot of people ordered the fish, which is interesting. But other than that,
There's just nothing.
People like steak.
there's something fishy going on here.
Oh.
I love it.
First the walk joke.
Proud of the walk joke.
Anise is like doing that, making that small talk. Maybe her second time around is when Henry asks if she wants to go down and dance. Yeah, and that snaps her out of it a little bit. Oh, thank you, darling. She like looks past him a little bit at someone's like broccoli plate and then and then it's like, oh, no, nothing there. Thank you. You and Claire, you look wonderful as well.
Thank you.
Do you have some makeup on?
Oh, Claire helped me with this. Said it might make me look a little better. I was nervous to come to such an event like this.
Honey, you look great.
Thank you.
Wow. Claire did this? Where is she?
Claire's been running around. She's got kind of a fire in her, you know.
Well, I guess if she's having a good time, I'm impressed. You look like you did 15 years ago.
You're too generous, dear. This beer belly has definitely grown a little bit since my golden years.
Well, maybe, but this tailored suit sure does look good on you.
Would you like to dance? I heard they had a setup going on downstairs.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah.
So you guys go hand in hand down to the dance hall, and you dance together to the smooth melody of orchestral stylings. The dance is awkward at first. It's been a while since you've danced together, and once upon a time you took lessons, but that was forever ago. And you step on each other's feet sometimes, and you trip a little bit, and the movement is awkward, but as time goes on, you sort of settle into a rhythm.
Anise is just, while they're in this rhythm, Anise is just holding him, one arm up at his shoulder, and, this really reminds me of when we used to dance. Remember at your sister's wedding?
Yeah, I remember.
That time when the canopy, that she thought it was a good idea to do that outdoor wedding, and the top came off the little canopy, and then there were the stars on the dance floor. We haven't done this in so long. I am sorry that we haven't done it more. Work in the community center and everything. I just taken so much. You know that, though. I'm probably just going on and on and on.
There's a slash cut of Delilah, like, running and declaring the crowd and, like, dragging her along to help him carry, like, just, like, come with me and, like, pulling Claire.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Pulling Claire into the scheme.
So Henry says, it's been a while. I've missed it a lot. You know, that night under the canopy, the stars were very beautiful. Really, I just remember the way that you looked. He sort of brings you into a spin. When we were apart, I always dreamed about those nights. Those days like it was before. And I think I've come to realize something. The circumstances are different, but you and I, we're still together. He sort of pulls you in close, and I love you.
Denise has, like, tears welling in her eyes. I love you too, honey. And that, I think they kiss, and then the camera just backs up and fades into another scene.
Oh.
And it fades into a scene of Rekklan.
They're playing Strassenheimer's Fourth Symphony. That's an interesting choice for an event like this, don't you think?
I didn't know you like classical music so much.
Oh yeah, I mean, between that and Earl's banjo, all of his banjo work, I think those are my two favorite, gotta mix it up. A little bit of classical. I think the banjo is, it's quite analogous to, well, it has a complexity to some of the strings you'll see in these kind of like, like Strassenheimers and stuff like that, so I think it's quite comparable. It's an interesting choice. They do a little bit, considering it's from an opera about, a murder at a gala. It seems a little inappropriate, but it's a pretty song, isn't it?
It's very beautiful, yeah. It's wonderful. Do you want to dance for a bit, maybe?
Yes. I'd love to dance for a little bit. Hopefully you won't mind if my movements are a little bit robo in this suit. I'm a little unused to it, but...
I get it. Fashion hurts sometimes.
Yeah, it does. How are your feet doing? I know some of those shoes can get a little painful sometimes.
Oh, my shoes are killing me. My feet are absolutely on fire right now.
Yeah.
But they make me look good.
They look amazing.
Rekklan, you're too kind.
Oh, I ain't being kind. I'm being, oh.
Oh?
So you guys dance together, and Rekklan, how does Rekklan dance?
I think that Ray has taught Rekklan how to dance. Like they've done it together, and I think there's been a lot of like points of friction and kind of like what Ray has taught Rekklan and what he's taken. But like I think Rekklan really enjoys like traditional ballroom dancing and is like taken to it quite a lot. He has like his little flourishes, like sometimes like, dude, you didn't have to do that big of a turn. That's a little extra. So it's like a little like, at points a little silly, but definitely like, I think he knows what he's doing on the dance floor.
I'm so sorry. What kind of shoes is Rekklan wearing?
He's wearing...
Very important detail.
I think that they're like normal little black dress shoes, but they have like a little silver mirror, kind of like David Bowie little... little, I don't know how to describe that. It's a lightning bolt. There we go. Like a little David Bowie lightning bolt. I gave the sound of it,
Yeah.
I think I like a little nifty.
You and Ray hit the dance floor, and you're quite a bit taller than Ray is, being a Verbog and being a satyr.
Yeah.
And so you take the lead. He says, it's been a little while since I've done this, so just, help me out here.
Yeah.
And you dance for a while, and it's very close. It's very intimate. It's very freeing. It's weird because you feel like in the past, in these moments, Ray would have been like maybe more judgmental, maybe more critical towards you, and it just feels nice to be able to do things without feeling that. And there's also another thing, Rekklan, it's weird. It's kind of hot in here, and the Shine compound has an immaculate HVAC system. I'm talking like an incredible HVAC system. There was no expenses barred.
Yeah.
And so like even with this volume of people, it should not be hot in here. Like Loki, it should not under any circumstance be hot. And so yes, Ray is like very hot right now. He's sexy. The dance is amazing, but also tickle at the back of your mind. It's a little bit weird.
You've actually stumped me as a role player here.
It's a little warm in the room. Brain explodes.
Yeah, right? I'm torn. Inside me there are two wolves. One is, it's a little warm in here. Oh, well, I guess you better step outside that balcony. And the other one is, it's impossible. There's no way my HVAC system is so poorly calibrated to this. Let's go check on the HVAC system, Greg. Ray. But no, I think, if it's a little warm in here, there's a balcony. You want to get a little bit of fresh air. You feeling a little hot?
Yeah, that sounds great. I would like that a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take a little step out. Yeah.
Winks at you.
Yeah.
Everything's coming.
So we're in the basement, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm guessing the balcony is not a real. It's like a sim
It is.
balcony.
So yeah, Rekklan, you could either take the elevator up to the top where you can sort of see the wonderful flowers.
Yes.
Okay, so if we're going the simulation of the balcony,
No, I
which is
turn over
possible.
and I'm like, oh, it's that's. We have a lot of these in this place. We got like simulations of houses and like balconies where there aren't none. You get used to it. It's weird. I got fooled by this. Sometimes I get fooled by a lot of the fake houses and kitchens, and it's no need to get into it. Let's just take the roof.
Sure, yeah, right after you.
Yes. You just go straight up, and I'm just like kind of pseudo nod, like yes, good old elevator. I know how this works. I mean, I use this elevator all the time. Well, I know exactly where the elevator button is. Oh, it has actually it needs keycard access, but fortunately, whoop, whoop, brink. I have roof access, so yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty nifty. Yeah. All right.
Wow, Mr. Official.
Yeah, and the Shine Brigade and everything, and yeah. Well, I think they're okay. Yeah, the elevator's pretty quick, so I think if you want to roofs.
Oh yeah.
Ready to.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Takes your hand in his hand, and you guys walk out to the balcony together. You see Sunflower City cascaded in night. The small speckles of light shine from every single quadrant, and the flowers are illuminated in a dim light that has been specially set up for the Shine compound, and it is beautiful and it is gorgeous. And you've seen this view before, but sometimes sort of with these nature views, regardless of how many times you see them, they're still just as spectacular.
I'm so happy right now. It doesn't even feel like real or right. I didn't know I could be this happy, and I'm so happy you're with me right now. I'm so happy that we made this work, because this feels so right that I feel like you're not been the only one on Clyde 9. It feels, I didn't know I could. Thank you. I don't know what to say. Just thank you for giving me so many chances.
Rekklan, He sort of sits down and gestures for you to sit down with him.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed all the time that we spent together recently. It's been such an honor getting to know you. And do you mind if I tell you a story?
Yeah, no. I'd love to hear a story.
It might be hard to hear, but it's important.
Yeah, no.
When we first broke up, and I went to Cloud 9 to pursue my dream of acting, I had a rough time. I applied to maybe 1,000 different positions, and I didn't hear back from any of them. And then you were put on the Shine Brigade. And Rekklan, do you remember that app that I had you get back when we were first together? The one where you post about your life on the internet and people can see it?
Yeah.
I had you set your relationship status, and you never really unset that.
No.
After everything happened. And somebody reached out to me after you were announced as part of the Shine Brigade, and they said they recognized me as knowing you.
Okay.
And I told them that we were still together to get the job. And when that worked, I felt like I had to keep doing that.
Oh.
But, Rekklan, let me explain.
No, I'm happy because you know what? I was about to say something
Rekklan,
really
please,
fucking dumb. I was going to say I love you, but I'm happy that I held off for a moment.
Please, just let me explain.
Yeah.
A couple months ago, I saw the commercial. Do you know what it was? It was a 15-second ad slot for dog food.
Mm-hmm.
The same type that Scooter eats.
Yeah.
And I realized that all I had done all this stupid stuff and manipulation was for a 15-second slot for dog food. I guess something unexpected happened. Seeing the way that you interact with people and seeing the way that you bring people hope and just seeing the way that you are so unapologetically you. It was something that I resented before. It was something that I hated because that's not something that I had. That wasn't something that I got. It wasn't something that I was able to do. And I fell in love with that. I fell in love with that. And I understand if you don't want me in your life anymore, but I didn't want, if this was going to continue, for it to be based on a lie. And I'm so sorry that I have to tell you like this at this big event, but I just felt like there wouldn't be a right time, and I think you deserve to know.
Yeah, thank you. I guess, can you... I'm not trying to force some kind of answer or make some kind of ultimatum, because I'm not. But are you still with me out of guilt right now? Still, how much is that influencing it? They just with me because you felt bad.
I came to realize that you are incredible. I didn't stay with you because I felt guilty. I stayed with you because I want to be like you are.
I don't know how I'm supposed to process this. Because, yeah, I guess because part of me feels like every single piece of advice I've ever gotten from a friend or piece of media is telling me to storm off and say, fuck you. How could that's so scummy, but as fucked up as it is, I believe what you're saying. What this last month has been amazing, and I believe you when you say it wasn't a lie, and I am that happy, and I believe you, and you know, I know what you did that wasn't great, but I want to work past it. I really do. I think we're gonna. I don't. Maybe we need some space, but honestly, I kind of assumed that there was some shoe to drop at first. I assumed that there was honestly something worse. It just felt weird that you came out to me and you were just. I'm just rambling now. I'm not even making a sense of it. I think it just needs some time. I'm sorry. I wanted to give you a better answer.
No. Take as much time as you need.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. There's a lot of that I still need to work through. But take the time that you need.
I think I'm probably gonna just go back to the party right now. Sure. You're welcome to. It sucks, because I can't just leave you up here because it'll lock you out. So we're gonna have to take that elevator down together. It's like, I'm not gonna leave you up here. Right. It's a beautiful night, but I think you're gonna be one climbing down.
Don't want to get stuck up here.
Oh, no. Thank you for telling me.
Thanks for listening.
And then what? You both ride the elevator
Yeah.
down in silence.
As it's slightly too hot in the elevator.
God damn it.
It should be.
I should have checked on the HVAC, and none of this would have happened. HVAC before hose. Coming to Rekklan! Coming to Rekklan!
Unshakable!
Unshakable,
Delilah,
Yeah.
you have pulled Claire into the shenanigans that you are trying to pull. Would you care to elaborate about those shenanigans at this point?
So we are taking advantage of one of the balconies here in the simulation room. So sort of like in your favorite Regency era sort of period piece, you've got the ballroom floor, and then you kind of have balconies on the second floor of that where people can kind of just gaze in. We're up on one of those, and it's really long. We kind of got into the community simulation room. It's kind of slowly expanded it at a rate that no one would notice. And then, we've got a shot of Doug Peony over on the computer doing that. And then Claire is like dragging amps up the stairs to get to the balcony. And like everyone's like kind of hunched down over the wall of the balcony so no one can really see what they're doing, you know, like plugging things in. And then Delilah's like counting them down, like gives a thumbs up to Doug, and Doug like hits a button. There's like a loud squelching noise of feedback in the room. And I imagine with galas like this, they usually pump the ballroom music over the intercom into like the other areas. And so just like through the whole Shine compound, just this squelching noise of feedback, and then a couple like chords of bass guitar as Delilah just goes, "We're Crypt Gorgeous and we're here to turn things up," and then just like immediately just like pound into this like hard rock song. This is the newest song Delilah's been working on, Super Mega Robot Fight.
Yeah.
And it's just the complete wrong vibe. Like, I don't think anyone who comes to this gala enjoys rock and roll music.
Michael is definitely still like upstairs talking around with people. He's had a few drinks, so they're not, you know, he's just kind of accepting congratulations and saying, you know, like schmoozing up the politicians. And as soon as the feedback starts going through, like everybody stops what they're doing. All the chatter stops. They're looking up around at the intercom system, and they hear, "We are Crypt Gorgeous," and everybody starts looking a little bit panicked when that first bass chord drops. They're just like, they have no idea what's really going on. I think people are looking for exits, and Michael is gonna try to make his way downstairs, assuming that they're gonna be down there as well, after realizing that there's no more schmoozing he can really do anymore.
I imagine the orchestra is a little confused. It's probably especially confused.
They just like look up at you like, what?
They know
What?
They know that they had like 3 more songs to go before they even like change out with any other like group, and so maybe some of them are still trying to play.
It's like this very like discordant sound of like the combination of rock and classical that like neither of them are lining up at all. It's kind of hideous.
The elevator door opens on this scene. Recklan's like, yes, my soul.
Anise and Henry are just on the dance floor, one of these people that like look up and are confused and stuff when the discord happens, and then like hear Delilah's voice and "This is Crypt Gorgeous," and Anise's like face just goes like pale, like, oh no, what's happening?
My beautiful Gala, what is happening?
So yes, you start rocking and rolling, and this sound emanates, and some people kind of get into it, you know, some of the younger folk. Some of the people upstairs just kind of like very like weird fit looks on their faces, kind of like keep going about normal business, because it is business, right? It is business to be at a gala and to schmooze and to shake hands, and even though the music going on in the background is loud and kind of shakes them, they continue to talk through it.
I imagine after the first song, Delilah goes, yes, please donate to the community center improvement fund, or you could donate to my ass. And then like go into the next song.
The camera pans to the some of the community center people, right? They've been all kind of like minding themselves, trying to be like manners, right? That one, like this lady with like half-shaved head, right, and like also long hair, just like stands up from the table and is like, hell yeah, you know? And she starts rocking around, and then like Joel and like Rose and some other people from the community center are like starting to dance along too, and they're all awkward in their own ways, and you see Chrysanthemum just like jumping up and down with his little backpack with the arms and legs just flopping.
Joel has like a big hat that's just kind of like funk. He just like, puts it over the other one. It's his punk hat.
Good thing I brought my hat briefcase. Like that like 3-tiered like pops out.
It's a nightmare to get through the security, but boy, was it worth it.
I imagine the punk hat is like one of those bicycle helmets that has like the mohawk.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
assuming Griff is still scoping out the catering.
You got the whole rotation on lock. Yeah, you got a list. You got a list of names. All of the names, you have them. You've cross-referenced them with their employers. You've double-checked. You've triple-checked. You've quadruple-checked. You have like this graph drawn out, right, of rotations. It's like a live graph on your iPad or your flower pad. That's like a live demonstration of people walking.
The predictive calculations are almost 95%. I was about 1/10 of a second off on that last rotation, but that's okay. That's within the margin of error. I can deal with that.
This frickin' walk guy, man. This walk guy, he doesn't meet any of the predictions. He doesn't walk the same paths. He doesn't go the same paths. He's a rat. He's a rogue agent, man. He's going off on his own. It doesn't make any sense at all.
What is he doing? It's not even efficient. He took the extra way around the other table to what? Just stall 30 seconds? I don't get it. I just don't get it. There's some things science can explain, and then there's him. It shouldn't be possible.
People outside the service industry just trying to understand service industry people. Like,
Send them an audit with like a perfect, like, oh, these are all the process improvements you guys should
here's
make.
all the efficiency.
Yeah, my
you can
efficiency
increase.
initiatives for your company. You're welcome.
Recklan, God, it's hot. What is happening?
All right. What are the What's the ventilation situation? How many vents are you looking at? Oh, I'm not gonna do that to you. How many vents do we have in this room, buddy?
Actually,
Yes. Oh my god.
He knew this was coming.
Yeah, where's the intake? Where's the outtake?
Always an HVAC check.
Yeah.
the Shine compound runs on an HVAC system known as the Dryas Air Filtration and Temperature Emancipator.
Hold on. Dry as air. Okay, I'm ready.
It's an older system,
Okay.
but it's reliable and it's held up over time. It was designed by notorious HVAC bad boy Rick Green.
Oh my god. A Ricky G original?
Yeah, it is a Ricky G original. Rumors say that Ricky G actually came here and installed it himself.
Dang.
You've gotten a peek at some of it, and it is immaculate. The way that air flows through this building, there's not a detail missed. And, some novice, some repairman won't leave detailed notes about things and how things work. You've read some of the notes. It's like reading poetry. It's straight up like reading poetry. That's how you know it's a Rick G original. This system is so complicated that it can be modified and controlled such that in one room it is like ice cold. It is a blizzard in there.
Okay.
And literally the next room over, it is hot. It is a sauna. The whole building has just been crafted like a statue from marble, and that excites you. But then why is it hot?
No.
Why is it hot? A Ricky G original
Ricky G original.
wouldn't deal with this novice shit.
No.
Would never deal with this novice shit.
There's a lot of people here, but that... he has that personnel... compensator, like, that should not be failing. I'm seeing it... Alright, I'm gonna go over to one of, like, the local HVAC panels and just make sure, okay, yeah, no, we seem to be... It's compensating correctly for the amount of people here, it seems to be looking like. And I don't want to be at this party right now. I'm gonna go down into the center and just, sometimes in times of spiritual duress, one must go to a place of spirituality to focus themselves. So both to help with the heat and also to recharge my soul, do I go down into the central boiler. I take off like some of the extra accoutrement. It's inappropriate to go to such a holy place with such signs of, what do you call that? When it's like over like the immodesty of such lavishness. This is a place of purity. This is, Ricky G original central boiler. I need to be humble in the face of such things. And I go in, go check it out. Is there anything apart from its glory? Do I notice anything up?
Yeah, so, I mean, go ahead and roll an HVAC check.
Yeah.
It has arrived.
It has arrived. Every episode, an HVAC check. How embarrassing for me. That is an 18.
An 18.
You are a bit distracted. It's
I'm a little
okay.
distracted.
It's okay.
It's below a 20. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Taking a look at this system, it seems like the central system doesn't have anything that's amiss. All the crystals inside seem to be within normal parameters. As far as you can tell, the ventilation system is moving air as expected. You get the sense that you might have to like die hard this and go through the ventilation shafts to get a deeper view on what exactly is going on in these rooms.
Rekklan, you must become one with the HVAC system.
Okay.
It's like the voice of Rick Green in your ears. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
You did say that. Yeah, that was Rick Green.
It was actually in the notes, yeah.
God, he's such a bad boy.
God, he's such a bad boy. God. 2 air handling units side by side with exhaust fans pointing twain to go. It's insane. What he's done is insane. It's immoral almost, but damn. It's so immoral it circles back into a kind of sacredness. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna take off. Fortunately, I have my Fun Run t-shirt underneath all of my other things, so I get into my Fun Run t-shirt, and the pants are gonna get fucked up, but there's really no way around that. I think if I actually pop out with, I probably should keep on the pants. The pants are gonna be a casualty for it, but Fun Run t-shirt should be good, and I'm gonna go hop in. I need to investigate this personally.
Is it the Fun Run shirt that you always wear, or the one for tomorrow?
Oh, those haven't been released yet.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you had your hands on like the prototype or something.
Yeah, that's
I would
what I was
never.
thinking.
I would never.
To take a Fun Run t-shirt without first completing the Fun Run.
Yeah.
Would never.
I would never. Who do you take me for? Some recreational runner? No. I'm a fun runner.
Some people on this team have principles.
Yes, some people have standards. I don't know what you're doing over there, Delilah. Your fun run list. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna give you Cayenne there. See what's up.
Okay, Rekklan, you crawl through the ventilation shafts. Like you said, this is a very holy ground. You feel in your element, and even though you're sort of prone and crawling through these things, it feels right. On your way there, you overhear just some random conversations. None of them are very important. They some of them are a little bit embarrassing. You get a quick glimpse of Griff as you're crawling by, and you see like, my guy, he looks like obsessive. He's like
hair
deep in his notes.
Frizzed out to here. He's just like scratching his head feverishly.
I think it's just, I'm not here to judge. I am the HVAC system. I'm not here to be perceived or to perceive. I'm just crawling. I'm part of the unit. I'm no longer human. I am HVAC.
It flows with the air
Exactly.
as the fluid.
So we're going to take a quick break from that scene.
Yeah, but everybody. Check.
To go to Delilah once again. Delilah, you're rocking out on this balcony. At this point, the orchestra has completely given up. They don't have the amps. They don't have the sound amplitude to do anything about it. And once again, you lock eyes with your mother in the crowd. She sort of is looking at you, sort of inquisitively. She's kind of like trying to make eye contact with you and make it known that she's there. What would you like to do?
What is she doing? Is she just like
she's got like that awkward mom dance going on, sort of like that, like, oh yeah, I enjoy this, like this is bopping kind of dance, like slight movement, but more than anything, she's like trying to get your attention.
I think Delilah in this moment would give her mom a death glare. Just like a don't mess with me sort of look, like this is my turf.
Okay.
And I think she's going to do it so hard that she's going to use her channel divinity, Path to the Grave, the one next time you or an ally hits the cursed creature with an attack creature's vulnerability to all the attack's damage. So it's just like she's channeling all of some stuff that she's got bottled up down there.
Yeah.
Because she's playing her spiritual bass. And so channel divinity right at her mom, trying to make it clear that Delilah hasn't been home now in, 3 weeks?
It's been a while.
Yeah. I think the last time she saw either of her parents was when her dad took her out to eat at that terrible, terrible restaurant.
Well, that's objective.
and she just keeps on playing. She makes it like she's unfazed, but really she is not feeling great. I think... And you can see it. She's kind of managed to control her shine powers enough that she's not in her shine getup.
Yeah.
But the guitar sort of emanates that and grows darker and grows more from a sapphire blue into more of a midnight blue almost.
You see sort of a shiver go down your mother's spine, and she has this sort of like deflated look on her face, and she just goes back upstairs. Rekklan, you're crawling through, you're getting scrapes all over your pants, your Fun Run t-shirt has seen better days. But that's all right,
Yes, but I've discovered they say that he put 35 surfboard stickers throughout these, throughout the vents, and I found 15 of them, so I'm pretty excited.
That's amazing. Love stickers for the next person that has to service this.
HVAC mini games.
Yeah, I have a collectathon here.
Wow.
So you eventually make it to sort of this subsystem that controls the simulation room. It's sort of situated right above it. It's had to be built a little bit more specially because of all the heat that's generated from these simulations and from the central shine capacitor. It's a very like intensive room, which is another reason why it's so weird that it's hot right now. And you open it up, and I'd like you to make another HVAC check.
Ooh, double HVAC.
It's a good episode. I judge the quality of episodes based on the amount of HVAC checks I can make. It's 21.
21. Yeah,
Close.
it seems normal. At first glance it looks normal. Maybe before when you were first learning, when you didn't understand HVAC systems as you do now, it would have looked normal. There's this weird vibration in the red crystal. There's this really strange vibration in the red crystal that you've never seen before. Almost as though it's acting unnaturally, like it's not responding to the rest of the system.
Okay, well, there's a moment, there's like an instant, one little part of Rekklan's brain says, no, you can't just shut off all the HVAC and maybe get power to the place. There's a gala going on. That'd be wildly inappropriate to just shut off all the power to everything. You can't just do that. And that's a tiny little voice inside Rekklan's immediate thing of, oh, there appears to be an issue with this single one of the greatest HVAC systems in the world. This red crystal, this seems to be completely out of calibration. This could compromise the entire beautiful state of one of the most beautiful HVAC systems we have in the whole world. I'm going to shut off power to this entire place, extract this crystal, and problem solve this immediately. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going to attempt to shut off power to the Shine Brigade building so that I can change out the crystal to the central capacitor.
Rekklan, you make your way back down to the power grid. It's situated next to the central HVAC system, sort of all of the administrative stuff for the building is in the same place. You look at the central shine capacitor and you see that it sort of has the same strange vibration, this weird effect, this something, and then you see the entire central shine capacitor turn a shade of black.
Oh my god.
Everyone who is in the dance hall, wicked vines begin to sprout out of the floor.
Oh my.
They begin to wrap around partygoers and you. You stand on the dance floor as you see these wicked vines pull from the earth and wrap around individual members inside of the ballroom, including people that you know, and including you yourselves, the Shine Brigade. Everybody that's here, that would be Michael, Anise, and Delilah.
Are the vines coming out on? Because I'm like on the floor above.
Yes, they're coming out from all sides.
Okay.
I need all of you to make a strength saving throw.
I'm not very good at that.
9.
24.
13.
The DC was 25.
Even Anise didn't pass? Sir.
24.
24.
Cool.
These wicked tendrils seem to have been infused with the very power of the central shine capacitor, and they burst from the earth and they wrap around you. You are restrained. From the center, hand on the central shine capacitor, you see a man that you've seen before, Richard Oak. His hair matted, his eyes bulging. He seems to be breathing heavily. His back is hunched. He seems like he's in a lot of pain. Rekklan, you're in the basement. You see vines start to sort of shift around. You see the central shine capacitor turn dark black. Griffin, you notice this corruption. You sort of get a glimpse of it as like lights start to flicker in the entire building. It seems like all of the crystals inside of the central shine capacitor have stopped working, including the lights, including all the technology. Everything seems to have been changed to the point where it's working not as you'd expect.
Yeah, I think Griff jumps into action and is going to run up to the caterers and just be like, "You're all under arrest! Everyone stop what you're doing! Especially you!" He points at the walk guy. "Put the walk down!"
It sets the walk like very carefully on the floor, puts both of his hands up.
"I knew you were up to something weird. Now, whatever this is, make it stop."
What?
"I know this is you guys. It was the caterers last time, but I learned. I didn't make the same mistake twice."
Was the food bad?
I'm gonna make an insight check. That's an 18.
This guy doesn't know anything, man. This guy's scared.
You're bullying Christopher Walken.
Oh my god, Griff pulls out his bow and starts shooting.
Indiscriminately killing.
He finally, that was the last one. Everyone has a breaking point.
Oh no, he's turned into the Joker. Oh
This is my origin story. Yeah, I think seeing that, like the genuine shock and fear on all their faces, and then kind of gives them like a second look. Maybe does like a detect magic, and nothing pops up from them. And he's like, "Oh, so this isn't. Oh, you didn't. You're just caterers. I gotta go. I think you guys should just stay in the kitchen. Seems like something's happening. I'm sorry. Are you okay? I'm just gonna go now. And then Griff's gonna walk away.
I've seen someone making this black energy form. I've seen that Richter guy. He's done this before. I wonder if this is going to disintegrate me. But I have to try this because the amount of evil and destruction this is probably already wrecking upon the city is unbelievable. So, without much thought, I think Rekklan tries. He puts both hands on the central sign capacitor. Goes into that zen flow state he was in when he first got his shine powers, and kind of just attempts to synchronize with it, make sense of it, get something out of it, some kind of reaction, see if he can control or something with it.
Go ahead and make a shine check.
Okay.
Remember, this is your highest stat plus your proficiency bonus.
It's essentially an HVAC check.
Rekklan, we need you to hack into the mainframe, buddy.
Sweet, so I rolled a 16, so that's a 22.
You place your hands on the central shine capacitor, and you feel this despair wash over you. This isn't the shine, this isn't the warmth that it gives you, the good, giddy feeling of being connected. This is cold. This is the feeling that you get when you feel like you're not enough. When you feel like the people around you don't like you. When you feel like the people around you don't care for you, don't care for what you do, don't care for the shirts that you wear, don't care for the way you talk. As you have both of your hands on you, you feel like you start to believe it, and you pull your hands off.
I can't handle this on my own. Shit. Oh, fuck, what am I supposed to do? Okay. I can't handle this on my own. But I need to handle this on my own, because no one else is around. I don't... Okay, we need to get our shit together. Now. Okay, so the central shine capacitor might be lost. I need to, fuck, do I have my phone? I left the pants on me. I'm gonna, Griff always has a feel on things. I guess I'll just, I'll call Griff. Maybe he has some kind of, I got a jitterbug, it makes the sounds. And I call Griff, if possible. I don't know if I have the action and time to do so.
Yeah.
Have I replaced my phone?
You got your phone guy on dial-up, man.
Good.
Your phone guy has been supplying you phones for years. It's quick. It's easy.
Yeah.
How do you contact your phone guy if he's on dial-up?
Smoke signal.
And you don't
Okay,
have a
all
phone.
right. Okay. So the thing about this, all right. The thing about this is that the people at Corditech, Jason Ivy, Mikhail Cordinarius, Griffin Cordinarius, they break their phones all the time, literally all the time, constantly, over and over and again, to the point where this phone guy is on payroll, right? They have a phone guy on payroll who sort of anticipates the needs of his clientele. It's like the red line. He has like a special phone that Griff has access to that he can contact the phone guy with if he ever needs a new phone.
Or is this more of like a Cheesecake Factory situation?
They have a perfect
They got an algorithm. Like
every time I break
yes.
my phone, they've already seen it coming.
Griffin is going to break his phone on Thursday and Saturday today. I better have that ready. No matter what the mechanism, Griffin, you have your phone back.
I'll pick up. Rekklan, I was just heading to the elevator.
The central shine capacitor has been compromised. We need to do something now. It is compromised.
Whoa, slow down. What?
It is compromised. We need to act now.
Part of it?
All of it, as far as I can tell.
Is that
I cannot
possible?
handle this on my own. We need to get the entire team together now.
What color is it?
It's
Rekklan?
black.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. We need to get the team
Have
together.
you gotten a hold of anybody else?
I figured that you were with. Is everyone around you?
No, I was with the caterers.
You're the caterers?
Yeah, I was making sure that we're up to...
Okay, fair enough. I was on my own. Go get them together. I'm coming. Actually, can you guys make it down here?
Well, I'm not with anybody else.
Okay, I guess I'll try to get them all, wrangle them up. Let's get together, see what we can't do, see if we can't try to mitigate stuff, and then get down here as soon as possible. We need to handle this immediately. This
Okay.
is a crisis.
You call Delilah, I'll call Michael,
Okay.
and then we'll have them tell Anise, and we'll meet you in the basement.
Okay, sounds good. Meet me here.
And then I'm immediately gonna dial up Michael's phone afterward.
You call Michael, you call Anise, you call Delilah. There's no answer.
I'm gonna call him again, and again, and again.
I can feel something buzzing up against my leg, but I don't know what's going on.
And then I'm gonna call Rekklan back. Rekklan?
Nobody picked up for you.
No. I think it's just us. I hope they're okay. And the elevator, it's dead. I could... Is there any way for you to get up to
Yeah, there's a way I can get up.
What?
Yeah, no. Absolutely a way I can get up.
I know you've been working on the whole flying thing, but you gotta be careful, okay?
Even if I didn't have the ability to use shine, I would find a way to get up there. My mama is up there. Something is happening.
Okay.
I would take 2 little spikes and go up the side of this damn building. You think I'm not gonna find a way to get up this building? You think that's gonna stop me? You think that's it? No, sir. God,
Griff is just slowly moving his phone away from his ear as this tirade happens. Rekklan, you're scaring me. And I think there's already enough going on. I'll see you up here, okay? I'm on the floor with the caterers.
what floor is that? Do you have a number? I don't know what the caterers are.
Well, it was the one we had the gala on.
Oh, is it the same? Okay, alright. Hold on.
Stay on the line, though, okay?
Yeah, I'll stay in line. Okay. Let me just... and just kicking open doors. I don't need to. I can open them. I'm kicking the doors open. I'm too stressed. I gotta, like, keep the energy up. And just, like, bam, 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 chan, chan, chan. Just, like, trying to just get through shit. Trying to then maybe get to a point where I'm a window. And then I'm gonna go cast Fly on myself. And rocket jump my way up to the floor. If possible, if I do not have obstruction in trying to get out.
Yes, so the doors all have security on them. The doors up the stairs. You can break through the doors if you'd like.
Yeah, so, yeah, I think they break through the doors and then just try to find a window and smash through up.
So, since you're in the basement, there won't be any windows here. The base floor, there's the main gala. That's where the food was served. That's where everybody shuffled in immediately. That's the first floor. There is the first basement floor, which is the training room and the dance hall. Then there's below that sort of this combination of the toy maker's office as well as sort of where all of the ventilation systems and core systems are held. So you are 2 floors deep inside of the basement.
Okay, inside the basement. Alright, yeah, then I guess we're busting. I am going to be... just sign transformation in a hurry. I would not have kept those shoes with me. I would have not... I don't think Breck would have brought cursed angry shoes. I wish I had the angry shoes right now. I think I'm singularly focused on trying to bust through to get to where Griff is at. Just going through security doors if possible.
I would like you to just make a general roll for that.
Okay. It's a 3.
A 3. Breaking through the doors takes a lot of time. They are reinforced. They are essential security. It was important for them to be on lockdown.
A judicious use of firebolts, could that potentially help?
It would probably do some severe damage, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you could probably use Fireball to blast your way up the
Bolt,
staircase.
not ball. I'm not gonna do
Firebolt. Okay.
that. Bolt. Cantrip.
Bolt, yeah, it would take a couple times
Okay.
to really do damage to the door.
Fair. Yeah, but I that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Do I reach Griff?
Yes, it takes you probably you're just like firing like firebolt after firebolt after firebolt. at the door.
I think after a few firebolts, I realize that this is not gonna work that well. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Flame Blade. This is a concentration for 10 minutes, mind you. So every melee attack I have, they take an additional 3d6 fire damage. Yeah, I kind of plasma torch my left hand, just kind of like realizing at first it's not working. Like it's like okay, just honing it in like a Bunsen burner. At first, it's like an unwieldy until like kind of a lot more of like a focused cone, and then just trying to plasma my way through the doors as possible.
So you do this like flame torch, kind of like cutting through the doors, and it definitely makes you go a lot faster.
Okay.
And you will eventually reach Griff,
Okay.
and it won't take you very long. But the rest of you, the 3 of you that are currently restrained in vines, you feel this twisting and this shifting as you're pulled towards the center. The vines sort of retract from around your faces, and you see the face of Richter. He stares at you in the eyes. He walks around you, cold and calculated, dragging this beautiful ornate sword along the ground. It makes this horrible screeching noise.
Is it just 3 of us that are, like, faces revealed? And
Yes,
close
that got
by?
pulled closer. The rest are just cascaded in vines.
I mean, the moment that Anissa's mouth is free, she's yelling, "What have you done to everyone here? Let us all go immediately."
Where is he?
I don't know who you're looking for or what you want, but you have to let everyone go.
Triple P. Where is he?
He's not here.
Call him for me. You see that Richter sort of like pulls you in closer, brings up the beautiful blade and holds it towards your neck. Where is he? I will not hesitate to kill the fake Shine Brigade.
I think Michael's family is running through his head right now. Yeah, I actually saw him earlier. He was, he's in the building somewhere. I don't know. If you let me go, I can look for him.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh. How dumb is this guy? I want your input. Come on, Richter. Oh no, it's such an obvious.
That's a 13.
You see the vines wrap around Michael and constrict him once more, and he drags it over and he faces Delilah.
So I don't have to use my hands, right?
Right.
How can I tell this guy to fuck off without my hands?
That's what I was trying to figure out a moment ago.
Okay, can you explain to me how my darkness glove works? Do I need somatically to like move my hand to do that, or do I just?
Are you wearing? So this is like a gauntlet.
Yeah.
Are you currently wearing the gauntlet?
Yeah, I think so. I think that would have been like part of Delilah's like costume.
Okay. So it's sort of like the way that Chrysanthemum Dewdrop did it. He closed his fist to do the cast, and like that was the focus. And so you do need movement in order to get it off.
Yeah, am I so restrained that I couldn't even close
You
my
are
fist?
you are very restrained, yes. But if somehow you could create a space to do so, it might be possible.
I'm going. Fortunately, thaumaturgy is a cantrip that only has a verbal component. So I am going to create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of choice within range, such as a pony puffy pants neigh from across the room behind Richter.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I'd like to make a deception check.
I'd like somebody to give us a nay.
Oh god.
Yeah, what does it sound
It's a 19.
That's a
It
pretty
could be
good
a good
nay.
one.
That's a pretty good nay.
Come on, Xander.
I'm so foolish. I'm so foolish. I knew this would
My
come up.
suspension of disbelief is.
Teetering.
From the moment that I made Pony Puffy Pants, I knew this would come up, and I've tried it this moment. And I should have practiced this, but I didn't. It got lost. I was practicing other things. I'm so ashamed, you guys. How to do a horse.
Google it.
Can't Google it.
Okay, Xander.
It's gotta be
in
from the
post.
heart.
We keep it in post.
I
I want them all to know that Xander fucked this up.
You know, I want to know
Xander, it's gotta be-
your true horse sounds like the horse from your car.
It's gotta be your inner horse
Inner
girl.
horse. We want to see your inner pony.
You're in a field. The wind is blowing through your mane. Tall wheatgrass cheats against the soft skin of your knees. Gandalf calls, Shadowfax.
Show us the meaning of haste. There's no way Googling how to make a horse noise.
It was not helpful.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what do they sound like? Okay, I'm sweating, guys. Okay, confidence. You're right, confidence. All about the horse inside. The horse inside. Stop looking at me. Okay. Okay, let me try again. Nay. That's pretty good.
You got it. You got there.
Thank you. I'm
got
a
this.
star. I'm a
Brilliant.
star.
I was really doubting you after that first note.
Yes.
I got
Okay.
it.
I had to
You
find.
got
I had to
there,
find
though.
my place. Everyone deserves one retry.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Oh my god, amazing.
That noise.
Oscar goes to.
Xander.
Playing the part of horse.
Miscellaneous horse 3. So there's an extremely convincing horse noise that appears behind the central shining capacitor that even you, Delilah, you're like, man, that was for sure a horse. That had to have been a horse because it was so accurate.
James Baxter? Sorry.
And Richter turns and he sort of shambles and breathes heavily. He wraps the vines around your head once more, and he sort of drags his sword over to the other side of the central shine capacitor.
Does that moment of distraction, give me just enough loose to like close my fist?
I don't think so. I'm sorry. I don't think that he would have let it up.
All that for nay.
But you have bought some time. You have definitely bought some time.
I would like to kill Griff.
Everyone's been doing it to me, it's my turn.
Okay. Griff, Rekklan, you meet up on the top floor. There's sort of a lot of confused looking patrons. Among the crowd, you also see Pony Puffy Pants, who approaches you. Clop, 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 clop.
Oh no!
Triple P, you're here. What? Thank God.
Do you know what's going on?
Rekklan, tell them what you told me.
Sorry, I got a character there because we're totally gonna bring Pony Puppet Bits right there. Damn it, we're so dumb. Oh, we're gonna bring it right there. The central shine capacitor has been compromised. We need to act immediately. I need the entire crew on it now. We need to. I can't handle it alone. I don't think the two of us can handle it. We need to find everyone. We can't get in contact with them. All hands on deck. This is not good.
Okay, I'm following you.
We've seen this once before at the volcano. There was this man who tried to corrupt that shine capacitor as well. We've only seen it before, and we weren't really able to. Well, all of the team except for me was able to reverse it. But
Rekklan, you did a great job.
thank you. I don't want to think about that right now.
Well, listen. Somehow this person, he has the power to emit that strange black substance, and he can use it to corrupt. Well, he's trying to do that in the volcano. I mean, you were in the brief.
Yes.
It appears he's here and he's doing it the most important shine capacitor in the world.
You told me this was the person that carried the sunflower sword.
You don't know that it's Richard.
Who else could it be? There's no time to lose.
Pony Puff Pants, I'm sorry for asking this, but if it comes to it, you're not gonna let. Do you think you'll be able to let your attachments go?
Richard was the hero of this city and my best friend. But if he's responsible for this, then the person that's there is not Richard anymore.
Has anyone seen anybody come up from the ballroom?
No,
Is that where everybody else was?
I think so.
Presumably.
Griff looks to the stairs into the elevator. Rekklan, did you see anything on your way up?
No, I was just going directly up the fire stairs. There's not really a window into anything. I just went straight up here. So, yeah, presumably they're all down there. So we need to get going now.
I want to try to pull the fire alarm while we're here. We gotta evacuate the building. I think this is the fastest way to do it.
Yeah, let's just yell out, hey, everyone in this room who can possibly get out, get out. This is a terrible... Yeah, pull the fire escape.
Does it work now that everything's been corrupted?
Shit.
Got into a backup generator.
Okay,
Damn it.
God.
I knew we should have gotten a fucking UPS.
is
Got a backup for the backup.
Smith around or Jill?
You see Smith Bellflower.
Smith,
Yeah. What's going on?
you need to evacuate the building, okay? We're gonna take care of this, but you need to get everybody out as quickly as you can.
Okay, right away. You see he like whistles, like makes a hand motion in a circle, and then there's like a group of people that are like on it immediately. All right, let's go.
I think Rek makes it for a moment, a selfish moment, just check to see if his mother or Ray happen to be up here.
Make a perception check.
14.
14. You see your mother. She is not much for dancing in her old age. It's hard. It's hard on her hips. She'd rather just sit down and enjoy all the food.
Yeah, seems not cool enough for her.
You're not sure where Ray is. You don't spot him among the crowd, but after what happened, you doubt he was in the mood for dancing. You hop onto Pony Puffy Pants' back and go galloping down the stairs that you've blown giant holes in. The doors are all ruined. I guess not blown, but like cut through them. They sort of fall into the floor, and Pony Puffy Pants sort of ducks his head down and instructs you two to do the same as you gallop towards the basement floor. You burst into the room and you see the same.
Before we burst in,
Yes.
I want to cast Pass Without Trace on the three of us.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'd be like, wait, Guys, if Richard's down there, we can't just go busting down doors. I mean, we could barely take him, all 5 of us, last time. We should be careful, okay? Here, I think this should help. And I just put a little emitter on all of you, and just the light starts refracting around all of you, and we turn invisible as we dash down the stairs.
You arrive at the door, and Pony Puffy Pants, you see his horn emits a green glow, and you see this like shimmering light seems to weaken the door, and then when you burst through it, it sort of just like silently crumbles. You all see the scene that I described before, a mess of tangled vines and branches that have eclipsed the entire room. It seems like there's wriggling figures underneath all of these entrapments. The central shrine capacitor is still black as night. I need all of you to roll a stealth check. With Pass Without a Trace, you get a +10. I will roll for Pony Puffy Pants.
I'm now wearing my armor, so I get a disadvantage on stealth checks.
Hey, unnatural. An unnatural 21, a 31. If it's a +10.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
I don't exist.
Undetectable.
I got a 23.
A 23. Pony Puffy Pants got a 16. So yeah, you guys are silent. You hear, like, sometimes the slight reverberation of a hoof clopping on the ground, but other than that, you're just sneaking through. So where do you guys want to go? Are you just sort of meandering around, trying to get a view of, like, what's happening?
I'm gonna hop off Pony Puffy Pants' back and pull my bow out. The shrine capacitor is in the center of the room, right?
Yes, it is in the center of the room.
So I'm just gonna look and see, can I see Richter from the doorway, or is he on the other side of the shrine capacitor?
Yeah, so as you walk in, you hear sort of this yelling. It's like, where is he? Where is he? You see the figure of Richter. He's sort of making rounds, circling, walking towards a grouping of 3 vine entanglements.
Alright, well, that's him. I'm assuming those 3 are friends if he's got them close. We gotta figure out a way to get him out of there first. We need everybody's hand on deck for this.
I can distract him for a little while you get them out. It seems he's looking for me, and
I don't.
Wait,
What if he has some kind of purpose to that?
I mean, we're in the simulation room. Why does it have to be the real you that distracts him?
that's a good point.
I mean, I don't know if I can get it online with the shrine capacitor being down, but maybe if I use some of my own power, I mean, I use indigo light. This uses indigo light.
That's true. All right. You will sneak to the central shrine capacitor, interact with the computers at the center, and create an illusion of me out of the dummies. Me and Rekklan will go to this group of branches and free as many as we can in the meantime.
Okay, sounds good.
Griff, you walk to the center console, and you see there's glitches. You see that power is coming in and out. You see that there's something very wrong with the indigo light that usually powers it. And it's not completely ruined. It's not completely wrong, but there's sort of a corruption that's made its way through it. And so I need you to make a shine check.
Oh boy, okay. And he cracks his fingers. Alright. And he just starts furiously typing away at the keyboard. That is going to be a 7.
So you start typing into the console, and it's just not correct. It's corrupted, and you issue a command for it to sort of emulate Pony Puffy Pants, and sort of what apparates is this weird disfigured unicorn that sort of appears. It's like, oh, Pony Puffy Pants, nay! And it sort of starts like trotting around.
No, stop.
At the same time, Pony Puffy Pants is going to say, form of green light, time's wall. You see this green light emanate from his horn. It shimmers and creates this wall of force that when you try to enter into it, time slows down to the point that you can no longer move forward. And he creates it in front of these 3 trapped figures. And he's going to whisper, all right, now's the time.
I'm gonna, because I still have it, I turned my Bunsen burner down really low. But it's still a little bit on, the pilot light's on. So I'm gonna just a little bit, so it's a little bit, and try to flame blade, using the little bit of the flame blade with some amount of delicateness, but also, they can probably heal. Just try to, cut it open using the flame blade. Wherever the leftmost one is, start with that.
Yeah, the leftmost one is, I think, Michael. Yeah, you come free. The fire burns through the vines.
Right now. Don't let me know you're free. Has Pony Puffy Pants been able to get anyone else out?
Pony Puffy Pants uses his horn. He kind of like kneels down and goes to the rightmost one, slices it open. Delilah, you're free now.
We're gonna get Nisa. Okay, we're gonna keep this real quiet. Hopefully it's distracted by something. We're gonna try to just jump it. Make my way quietly over. Bunsen burner a little bit. Cut you out.
You cut it open, and Anise, you're free now.
I think Anise like stumbles a bit, falling and coming out. With how close she was to breaking out of the vines initially, they were around her tight. So she is like struggling getting her feet back under her.
Michael walks up to Triple P and whispers, still trying to keep the illusion up. He's here for you. Richard, he's looking for you.
Okay.
We need to keep you safe. I don't know what he wants, but we can't let him get even more powerful. And Michael is going to cast Sanctuary. Michael hands Triple P what just looks like a little orange boombox, like little orange light to some music that you can't hear, but it's just boom, 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 boom. That should make it a little bit more difficult for him to get close to you.
Thank you.
Of course.
Remember what we trained for. I will help you in this battle as much as I can. But you're right, I don't know what he wants. Goodness. Whenever you're ready, I can drop this wall of force, and we can strike.
Yeah, just give me 1 sec. Michael pulls Hank the Tank out of his bag of holding, sets him on the ground, and then pulls out his exhaust pipe-looking arcane firearm and starts setting up the little monkey with symbols. I just want to make sure we're prepared. We're ready.
Shine Brigade, mechanics-wise, you all have 1 turn to prepare something if you want.
I want to keep working on this system, see what I can get done on fixing it, and then barring that, just like overload it if I can. Like if it's broken, let's just break it more and make it fritz the heck out. If that's how it has to be done, at least maybe that can provide some cover.
Okay, I'll have you make another shine check.
That's a 24.
A 24.
Balance in all things. I rolled a 2 and then a 19.
Griffin, you actually seem to gain some semblance of control over the system. You can access some of the preset environments. There's a couple of them that you used for different trainings and whatnot. A lot of the other systems are still on the fritz, but you fixed that one. So there's a couple different environments that you can choose from. There's like an icy tundra environment. There is a rocky, hilly environment that provides a lot of cover with rocks and whatnot. There's like a void region that basically just, there's nothing.
Final destination.
1v1 me FD, bro.
By just the sense of it, will I be able to change this throughout, or do I get one shot at this?
From the control that you seem to have garnered over the system, you're going to be able to control it at will.
In that case, I'm going to start by just blacking out the whole room.
Okay.
Take us to the void.
You go straight to the void. The room is cascaded in this pressing darkness. You can't see anything if you don't have dark vision.
Oh.
Which is the first time it's come up.
You're like,
I have dark vision. I am a Shadow Kai.
Oh. Actually, make a history check for me real quick, Griff.
I got a 21 on that.
Richard Oak was a human. Humans do not have dark vision.
But I do. And I have passed that trace.
The rest of the Shine Brigade.
Are we preparing before it goes all the void? Or did it just go all the void and now we've got it?
The sequencing of events is kind of important.
Yeah.
So why don't we go ahead and roll initiative, just to make sure that we know.
17.
17, Rekklan.
13.
13, Anise.
15.
15. Griffin.
19.
Okay, so Griffin, you were first in the initiative order, and you have transitioned the environment to be this void environment that has sucked all the light out of the room. It is pitch black, and all of you with dark vision can see in front of you as far as it allows. We went over what Michael is doing. Next in the initiative order would be Delilah.
Delilah is going to conjure her spiritual weapon, her shine-infused base, into her hand and just kind of have that at the ready. And she also, in her other hand, wearing the power gauntlet that they got from Chrysanthemum Dewdrop. She is going to be ready to kind of channel the darkness energy within.
Anise, what are you doing?
Well, first of all, it goes dark, and not being able to see a thing. Everyone, what just happened?
I don't know, but I'm gonna turn my light on.
You see this little font of light fills the immediate area around you, sort of this globule. You can see a little bit better, but
It's 5 feet of light, so it's really just a spotlight on like.
yeah, it's like a singular lantern in pitch black night.
Is this one of us? Or is this Richter?
Not sure. He was never able to do anything like this when I knew him.
Am I close enough to hear this conversation?
You are on the other side of the wall of force.
I am.
Yes.
So no sound goes through that.
From the distance away that you are, you cannot hear it.
I have pretty high perception. It's like pretty high. Like I have a
Okay, you know
plus-
what? You're right. Go ahead and roll a perception check. And
like normally I wouldn't argue it, but I have like
no,
expertise in perception.
I appreciate that. And I will allow you to make a roll. The DC is 15.
Yeah, you can't pick up on social cues. Interesting.
No, he's hyper vigilant. That doesn't mean he understands what's going on.
25.
All right, I'm not even gonna roll again. That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Woo!
So with a natural 20, you can hear the slight murmuring, and you can make out distinct words of your teammates.
Okay, I don't think I respond to them because I'd have to call out pretty loudly, and I don't want to give it away. But I'm gonna keep that in the back of my head.
Not being able to hold anything, I'm just going to have prepped hold person and be looking for visibility on the condition that I see Richard.
Great. Rekklan.
So as my action, I'm going to cast Detect Magic to try to find out where he is based off the sword. Can I see him based off the sword off of Detect Magic?
I think that would be a reasonable thing to happen, yeah.
Okay, sweet. So Rekklan, previous the Bunsen burner was low. He turns the Bunsen burner up high. People close to him can just see the dim light of Recklin's face, looking with just like a just this barely held rage and contempt as he tries to focus, casting Detect Magic, finding where the air, the light, even though it's faint, you can still something's amiss, and finding through these airwaves a little bit of this moment. Oh, something right in front of him, maybe 15 feet, and then he is going to use a sorcery point to quicken, and as a bonus action, cast Firebolt as a cantrip. So it's cantrip spell, and then he is going to try and cast Firebolt at Richard, wherever the location of the Detect Magic is.
Yes, I will say that there is a wall of force that is between you
So 8-year-old, dang it! No!
and Richter. And so if you fired it, it would hit that wall of force.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prepare it for when the wall drops. though.
Yes, you can do that. You can
I will
for
prepare
the
for
moment
when the wall drops. Yeah.
Okay. As you all expend your free action, your prepared actions, you hear the dragging of the sword once more. Only puffy pants. I'll kill you for what you've done. That's where we're gonna end today's episode.
Hi, my name's Rekklan. I'm 23.
All right,
Hi, Rekklan.
Hey.
Need to say that. Well, I'm glad Bryn brought this topic up today. It's really something I've been working on a lot these days. Hope. What a concept, like, right? I mean, I just hit 30 days sober today. And I feel like I should be proud or hopeful or something. And that's what everyone keeps telling me, you know? And I appreciate all the congratulations and the encouragement, and I'm really trying to believe that this is a big deal, that it is actually a sign for the future or something. But honestly, mostly I just feel scared. I've gotten 30 days before, and I remember when 30 days felt like an accomplishment, like I'd done something. But I always seem to slip up. I hit a wedding, or a birthday, or a fight with someone. Hell, sometimes I just get bored and bam, there I am again, falling off the horse. And honestly, at this point, I feel too scared. I feel too angry. I feel too anything to hope. Because what if I'm not ready? What if I back out again? I've woken up in hospitals and ambulances so many times at this point. I'm scared that someday I'm not going to wake up again. And I don't know how many more second chances I'm going to get. And the cravings right now, they are all that I can think about some days. And this time, I know I'm lucky. I am thankful that at least I have a sponsor. Thank you, Brent. And I am trying to do the work, and I am willing, and I am open-minded, and I'm trying to approach things the right way. And I guess that just hope isn't enough. And I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I just want my life to move forward for once. I want to have a relationship with my mama again. I want to find love. I want my life to stop spinning. I want to settle down. I want a boring 9 to 5 and just a couple comforts. And I just can't seem to get out of my way. I just keep doing it to myself. And knowing that it's me doing it to myself, it just makes me terrified to hope. Because if I want something, that means I care about something. And if I care about it, that means I risk being hurt when I lose it, because I get in my own way. And my brain keeps telling me that this big loss is gonna be inevitable, that hope is just gonna lead me to getting let down again. So, I'm sorry. At least this time, I do have all of you to celebrate 30 days with me. I have all of you to encourage me to hope that maybe I'm just gonna get one more day under my belt tomorrow. And I guess I'm just rambling at this point. I can see from everyone's faces at this point. I've just been rambling. I get that from my mama. Oh my god. You think I'm a chatterbox? Oh, wait till you see my mama Friday night, Diet Coke in her hands. Oh my god, man. Her telling a story is like listening to a puppy chase squirrels through a beat up old fence. God, it used to annoy me so much as a kid. You just chatter and chatter, but I just want to hear her chatter at me again. So, I guess that means it's one day at a time. It's one little hope that tomorrow's going to be a little bit better. It's going to be a little bit better than today. Well, thank you for listening. I'm Rekklan, and I'm 23.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Rekklan.
Rekklan.